Hi guys, Shannon here. I am playing with some filters today. I saw somebody use some filters on their live a few days ago and I was like, oh, that was fun. I like it. Plus, the real reason for no filter is I'm actually feeling a little bit like poo. Have my lemon water with honey here. My throat got sore today. I've been out of town for a little while. Really going at it. If you saw my live the other day with Olivia Celine, I've been in Temple, Texas, and I have for the last 5 days just been going like full force with my business. Hi, Sylvia. And we have some major things coming up October 1st. If you saw the live, the new podcast announcement is coming up, so I'm really, really excited about that. But if you're tuning in now, hi, Tosh. Send me a heart. Let me know where it is that you are tuning in from. And if you're a first timer, if you're a newbie, you never watched one of my lives before, let me know that too. I really, really love that. Love to know who and where and when I'm connecting with you. And also if you're catching the replay as per the when, hi, Lauren, give me a hashtag replay so I know when you're tuning in and when I can connect with you guys. So I'm going to be drinking, like I said, my lemon water with honey little serum here because my throat is so sore. Hi, Lauren. And just, I don't know if it's because we were doing so much, like just so much. UK newbie, whoop, whoop. Welcome, Tosh. Whoop, whoop. Yes, guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Send me some emojis. Share some love. First timers, let me know. Replay watchers, let me know as well. But I'm going to be going back and forth and drinking my lemon water here because the throat was so sore. Was in Temple, Texas for a few days with my girl Olivia Celine, preparing for the new podcast launch coming October 1st. That's not the special announcement, by the way. I have a different announcement coming up. And so when I got back yesterday afternoon, I was just wiped. Like so much was going on, working hardcore for 4 days, also having fun, you know, having lots and lots of fun, being girls, having girl time. And celebrating all the things because we have so much stuff coming up, having cocktails. And when I got home yesterday, I was just like assed out. I was like, oh my God, I can't do anything. Hi, Lisa. I was like, I cannot do anything. I need to just like lay down, watch Netflix and actually chill. Not Netflix and chill, like Netflix and actually chill. And so I did that. And I knew, like I got up this morning, I was like determined. I was like, I'm going to start working out because I'm feeling a little fluffy. Feeling a little fluffy right now from all of the eating, just like living our best lives, guys. We were living our best lives. Hi, Nancy. I know we were working, but we're also just like going in on all of the good food. There's my girl, Olivia. She can agree. We were just cheersing and eating all of the shit for 5 days, but we really were working hard. So like a lot of brain power, a lot of energy was being met with all of the work that we were putting in. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Living our best lives for real, Olivia said. We really, really were. Liv, I have like my water, I said, and my lemon and honey water because my voice is just, it's so sore. It's getting like worse and worse as the day goes on. So I'm taking a sip. Julie says, Shannon, Julie. Girl, Julie has great hair, guys. Julie's hair is jealous. Have all the hair envy of your curliness over there. So when I got back, like I said, getting off track, sorry, I'm still tired. I'm still trying to get back into it. But when I got back and I got up this morning, I'm still just feeling like, ugh, but I knew like, cause I'm feeling fluffy around the edges here from eating and drinking and cheersing and not working out. Cause I usually work out at least 4 days a week. I was like, I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to get up today and I'm going to hit it hard. And it started, this thought that I started thinking about motivation. And Olivia says, I've been recouping for almost 2 whole days. All the energy output, still so tired. Hashtag worth it. It was so worth it. God, guys, the amount of energy exchange that we had was bananas. But I started thinking about motivation. My motivation was I need to get up and I need to exercise. And I also need to get back on track with my health. And there are so many reasons behind this. And it's really interesting because I've been having all of these signs and symbols come to me lately about like inspiration and motivation. So much so that like while I was in Texas, Olivia has a group going on right now that they were asking for motivation. So we went, we did a live and we were talking about it. And today when I got up, I did not want to work out. I was like, I don't even want to work today. I'm so damn tired. I don't want to do a damn thing. My brain may not be working and firing on all cylinders. Hi, Karina. I may not be communicating in complete sentences, like just so tired. Got up, answered some emails, sent out my newsletter, was on my game, right? Getting back into the flow of things. And I was like, I have to work out. I have to. Just so committed to it. And so I did. I got up and I did my workout and I bust my ass. My lungs were burning. I was like, ugh, right? You know how you feel when you eat like shit for so many days and you drink and your whole body's like, what in the hell is this? Like, your lazy ass does not want to work out right now. Hi, Kat. Hey, welcome. So, hi, Stacy, welcome. So it got me thinking about motivation. It got me thinking about the conversation that Olivia and I had with her group and inspiration in particular. And so today, Julie, oh my God, me, right? Kat, hey, boo boo. I know, Julie, right? Like when you go off the rails with like your health and fitness and your development, like your personal development, your growth, like it sometimes takes a lot to bring us back to reality. But the motivation is key, right? So many people call this like your why. Lauren, the conversation was fire. Thank you. Yay. So glad you were there. But your motivation is key. Some people call it their why. I call it my motivation because that's just what comes into my head and I resonate with that more. So call it whatever you want. And when it comes to motivation, it 100,000,000% is specific to you. And for me, my motivation with my health and fitness today is because it is a personal tie to me. And I started thinking about the things that I have going on in my life. I'm writing a book, Infertility Sucks, You Don't. Look for it at the end of this year. I'm a life coach, getting my business continually expanding. Have a brand new announcement coming, let's say the middle of this month. So be on the lookout for that. And my health and well-being. And I started looking at my motivation and really realized that, hi Ginger, welcome. That the reason for me doing anything in my life, when I put it out there on the other side of the street or looking for other people to motivate me and to inspire me, I could give a shit, guys. Literally, that may last me for 2 days. Honest to goodness, I'm just putting it out there. Like, I may be looking to Tony Robbins, or I used to look at Chalene Johnson a lot, or Jen Sincero, or anybody that it just motivates you, right? Gary Vaynerchuk, love him to fucking pieces. I can look at him and his words for inspiration, but that'll last me like an hour. Right? It may last me 2 days. I may be reading a personal development book, and that can only take me so far. And again, going back to that, people call this their why. So my motivation, I started to think, I was like, this is a topic. This is a topic for everybody to really dive into and to really get crystal clear about. Because when we put the motivation outside of ourselves, that is typically where we fall flat. We're looking for somebody else to like light a fire under our ass. And if you're in my audience, Elaine Vaynerchuk, I know, right? He's fucking greatest. And I can love him, but that's in my brain and then it's fleeting, right? I have to go back to fueling my own fire. I have to go back to lighting my ass on fire. I have to go back to holding me accountable and to things that are going to prompt me to have a personal relationship or a personal reason to push me to do it. Elaine, inspiration and motivation are totally different ships. You're so damn right. Right. Inspiration is a cruise. Motivation is a battleship. Ooh, that's just damn. I love that, Elaine. So I got specifically thinking about it. Motivation, inspiration, what propels us forward. And it's personal. Personal. So for instance, I was talking to you guys about my book. I decided to write my book for women like me. Number one. Number two, I decided to write my book, which is Infertility Sucks, You Don't. It's about our journey through infertility. It's about empowering people to take accountability to what they're showing up as in their life. And that was so fucking hard for me to do. It was so hard to do because I wanted to scream out at the universe and God and just be like, why the fuck is this happening to me? And I continued to live in that place until I realized I couldn't do it anymore. It was sucking the life out of me, putting all that energy into being a life suck. And I was. And that may be hard for people to take, but that's my truth. So I sat down and wrote that book for women like me that get into that perpetual cycle of I am committed to my struggle. I was committed to it. I was in it. And I also wrote it for my niece because I didn't know about infertility. I didn't know about symptoms related to infertility. No one had ever explained to me in my entire life that endometriosis or PCOS that I had symptoms of could deter our ability to have a child. I didn't fucking know that. If you did, great. I didn't know that. I wrote it for her in case that ever happens to her one day. She figures it out so she can feel empowered to go and seek out the information. She can feel empowered to make whatever choice that she wants. And I wrote it for the girl who I was in that struggle because I was lost. I had lost myself and I didn't know how to get my way back, and I shamed myself for it. And so I'm writing the book for that reason. And I can tell you, as sure as I'm sitting here in front of you, there are days that I got up and I was like, I can't write this anymore. It's hard. It is draining. There are chapters. I was just telling my friend Olivia this past weekend. There are chapters that I've written that I would cry through as I was sitting at the computer writing it, taking the emotion out of me, going back into that place, right? But looking back on it and reading through it, it's a journey that I needed to enter into, and I want to get out into the world because I feel called to give this conversation a voice and let women know they have a choice and that there are many options out there. So my motivation for that is, number one, personal, because I lived it. I live in it every day. Endometriosis and PCOS didn't leave me. They're still with me. I don't have a child. It's personal. But you know what? It's also an emotional tie. My motivation was emotional. I started writing my book as a journal entry. 20 pages later, my husband was like, I think you're writing a fucking book. And I was like, I'm not a writer. I don't write things. I'm not a writer, right? I told you guys, if you missed my live before, I had a professor in my life tell me that I was a terrible writer, right? He was like, you're a terrible writer. While I was getting my master's degree in communications, I was like, what the fuck am I doing then? Why am I doing this? So my motivation is personal and emotional, to get it out, right? A release. And also now that I get to go back and I'm in the editing process, I get to see how far I've come. And that's a new sort of emotional release. It's like, wow, I have so much empathy and compassion for that version of myself. So that was the motivation there. Stacy, oh my God, you're so real. When is this book available? Where do you purchase it at? Ooh, I love that. Stay tuned. It's not available yet. I still have to figure out the publishing and also the e-download. So stay tuned. Julie, so much love for you. Thank you so much. The other thing that I was talking about, because I was going through like, what motivates me, right? Because sometimes we get so stuck looking out into the world of, how can I pull from someone else? When really, if you're my audience and I know you're the type of person that has the drive. You sometimes just get in the way of yourself. You already have the drive. You know what it takes to be successful, but sometimes you just fall flat. And that's cool. But you're also the type of person that would run into a brick wall 50 times to figure out a lesson because it's more meaningful for you than it is for someone to be like, you should do this. I don't respond well to that. I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea and I can ingest that. But I can tell you 9 times out of 10, I am more likely to learn something and to grow from something when I figure it out myself, even if that means learning it the hard way. So the other thing is my business, right? So I'm a life coach. I had to go through learning and education to become a life coach. That was my choice. You don't have to go through certification and education for you to be a life coach, but I chose it. That's what I wanted. That's for me. And I became a life coach because I want to help my people out there that are running into the brick wall and are like, I don't know how to pivot. I know how to be successful, but I'm stuck. I'm stuck finding that extra step. I went through it. I've done it. I've been there. I want to talk to my people, my audience. Hi, Raquel, and encourage you to find that effort, that energy, that motivation, inspiration in yourself. And I also am an entrepreneur at heart. That's who I am. I don't want to let someone continue to set my bottom line for me. I don't want to allow someone to continue to cap my earnings for me. I want to match my earnings with my effort because I'm worth it. And I want to encourage other people to match their effort with their earnings because they're worth it. And I also went into life coaching and entrepreneurship because I want to have the flexibility to be able to help my family if I need to. I want to be able to write a check and be like a non-motherfucking factor. Boom, write that check out the door. So for me, the motivation there is, yes, personal, 100% personal, but also financially driven. I want to be able to set my own bottom line. I want to be able to say who, when, how much. I want to be able to help my family if they need it and it not be a problem. And I want to be able to be my own damn boss and help people to find their motivation. Hi, Amanda. Find their inspiration. And also I was talking to you guys earlier about what spawned this whole thing was me getting up this morning and being like, I really don't want to work out today. I'm feeling fluffy and I'm feeling lethargic and I'm feeling tired, but I really don't want to move my ass. I'd rather just do what I gotta do. Kat says, yes, write that check. No motherfucking factor. Yes, queen. Yes. Kat, I love you. So I knew that I needed it. I needed an energy boost. And I know that, yes, I could have 10 cups of coffee. I could have went and got a Red Bull or whatever, sugar supplemented thing. But I know that I am my best mentally, emotionally, and physically when I am in action, when I am taking care of my body, right? When I'm working out. And it's my commitment to myself to work out at least 4 times a week. And today's already Wednesday, so I need to get on that train. And the other reason why I do that is because if you are an endometriosis or a polycystic ovary sufferer like myself, I have also found that when I am not in motion, I'm not eating right, I'm not exercising correctly, my periods are the worst. My cramps are the freaking worst. My mental engagement, my productivity, my creativity, it all just falls flat. Not to mention, when I'm not engaging my endorphins, I'm a bitch. And more often than not, I just give a shout out to my hubs. He's in the direct line of fire, right? He's the one that's like, hey babe, could I have a hug? I'm like, I'm doing something. Can't you see me doing something? Right? Like, hi, this man's trying to be vulnerable with you and give you a hug. WTF, right? So, and also when I'm not engaging my endorphins in my creativity, instead I engage negative thoughts. That is typically when I'm not eating well and I'm not taking care of my body, when the negativity creeps in, sets in, and lets me fall flat. So, as I mentioned, the motivation there is also personal, right? My endometriosis and PCOS, right? And also it has health ties, right? Health ramification for when it flares up and my periods are feeling like they're fucking trying to kill me. And it's also physically tasking. I'm not engaged with my life. I'm not feeling creative. I'm not able to be, nice most of the time to my husband, right? I'm missing the boat with who I want to be, how I want to show up. Kat, I didn't know that I have endometriosis too. Yeah, Kat, one of the things that I've learned is that, over exercising can cause inflammation of endometriosis and PCOS with your periods, like, clotting wise and whatnot, but also not getting enough physical activity can also impact it as well. So it's something that I learned for me. Kat, this makes so much sense. Yeah, the other important factor is because I was eating like shit all last week, I have to get back on my health train ASAP because my motivation is I don't want to have a bad period in 2 weeks. I don't want to feel like shit. Now, sometimes it comes and goes and ebbs and flows, right? But I know that I am much more inclined to have a better period, a better attitude, much more engagement creatively when I'm eating healthy and I'm taking care of my body, right? So I wanted to come live with you guys. I need to take a sip of my lemon and honey water because my throat is just, it's like a bitch right now. It's killing me. Too much fun, right? Too much fun and work and all that shit in Texas. Well worth it, every second. So I wanted to come live today and talk to you guys about motivation and inspiration because it is specific to you. It's because you want it. It's because you choose it. It's because you take action to stay motivated and inspired. And if you sit down and take half a second and ask yourself, what do I want? You can realize the implications that it has. The ties, the connections, the things, the reasons, the why that it's going to keep you motivated, keep you moving forward. Personal, physical, financial, health-oriented, relation-oriented, whatever it is. It's got to be that thing that pulls you along. You can read a personal development book, but if you're not in the place to receive it, you won't. You can receive advice from somebody else, but if you're not in the place where it impacts you, it won't, right? You can run full force into a wall or someone can advise you to do something, but if it doesn't mean anything to you, it's not going to mean anything in general. It's not going to get your ass up and make you work out. It's not going to get your ass up and make you be active in your business. It's not going to get your ass up and make yourself a motherfucking priority, guys. You do. Nobody can motivate you the way you motivate yourself, and you cannot rely on somebody else to motivate you. They can be inspiring. They can be like, yeah, man, I want to live that life, but you got to live it your way. What is that, McDonald's? Have it your way? Is that McDonald's? I think it's McDonald's. But anywho, motivation is in service of a commitment. So my commitments, as I was going through this with you guys, is I want to get my book out. I want to get it out to the world because I gave you all the reasons, right? I want to help people that maybe don't have the same awareness or feel the freedom to make a choice, right? I want to run my business so I can be my own freaking boss, be in my creative zone of genius. And if I want to, write a motherfucking check to help my parents or my brothers or my family, whoever needs it, right? That's why I'm an entrepreneur. And I want to take care of my health and wellness because it makes me feel better in so many other aspects, physically, emotionally, creatively, in my periods, right? That too. And my commitment is all those things, right? Personal, health, financial, love, all of that shit. And it's not out there, right? Your motivation, your inspiration, you can find the inspiration out there, but your motivation to keep going, it has to be in here, guys. It has to be in here. And you decide your commitments. You decide. Hi, Edna. Burger King. Kat says it's Burger King. Thank you. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I know it's Have It Your Way. It was like a commercial or some shit like that. But you decide your commitments. Therefore, you find your motivation. So your motivation is really just inside of a commitment, right? I'm committed to getting this book out. I'm committed to becoming an entrepreneur and running my own business. I'm committed to having a healthy body, feeling strong, having confidence, self-esteem, a larger bank account, great sex, new job, whatever it is, insert here, right? Insert what it is for you. And that is your commitment. Your motivation lives inside that. Whatever is driving you to that commitment, to keep showing up for that commitment, it lives inside that. The motivation for your commitments live inside of the commitment. Not out there with somebody else, not in some personal development book, right? It lives inside you. So I wanted to come live today. Amy, hey, what's up? And share this with you guys because when I woke up this morning, I was like, I do not want to work out today. I'm feeling tired as hell. My body feels like it's dragging ass. And it's the last thing that I wanted to do. But I know that my period is just around the corner in 9 days. I know the implications of not taking care of myself, eating healthy and working out. And I started to realize that there's so many other factors. It's not just about working out and being strong, right? It's about taking care of my body, realizing the implications on endometriosis and PCOS, my periods, how I engage with my husband, how I engage with you guys. And then I started to look at the other areas of my life, my book, my business. And that's true for all things, guys. If it affects one aspect of your life, look at all the other aspects of your life and ask yourself the question, how is it showing up here too? So wanted to come live and hopefully give you some motivation to find your motivation and to connect to the fact that it is specific to you and share with you a special announcement. I feel like I wish I had like a drum roll. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted this yesterday because I love Instagram stories. Instagram stories are really fun. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go on over to @ShannonWooten. Follow me. I post a lot of shit in my stories. Some goofy shit, some funny shit, some sneak peek level information, hear it here first information. I just like sharing it in my stories on Instagram. I don't know why, but eventually I always come live and share it here with you too. So here it is, y'all. This is it. You ready? I'm so excited. My special announcement is in honor and in service of motivation. And I started thinking about my audience and who it is that I serve and my clients. I really looked at all my soulmate clients, which I'm so blessed to have, and I love fucking working with them. I can't even stand it. Shelby! Hey! What's up? I started thinking about my business and how I want to serve you guys and how I want to help you guys help yourself. That's my biggest deal. My biggest thing with coaching is not to get people to like me. It's to get you to like yourself. It's to get you to show up for yourself. It's for you to get motivated and light a fire under your own ass for yourself. So my special announcement is I've decided to take on 3 new clients. I have made space in my client roster to take on 3 new clients. So I already have a one-on-one consultation set up for one. So in my rule of thumb, my business, that's done. That's it. Already done. So right now I still have 3, but the one-on-one consultation is out there. So you guys, in order to take up this space, because once they're done, and I'm going to be booked up for a while because I have just a lot going on right now. My book release, as I told you guys about. But in order to work with me in this one-time offer, I don't know if I'll ever do it again, take on more clients than I have set for my roster. Just feel really called to do it. Message me and I will send you the link to set up your one-on-one consultation. Once I receive your information, we will move forward, setting up a mutually agreeable time to start the consultation. But otherwise, my special announcement is that I've made space in my client roster to take on 3 new clients. And once they're done, and they'll probably be booked up for a little while, probably through the end of the year. So shoot me a message if you want to work together. Otherwise, guys, I hope you like this live. Send me some heart and some love. Post me some questions below that you have, maybe about what's blocking you in your motivation. What you're getting confused about, inspiration/motivation. Share it with your friends if you feel like they could use a little bit of motivation for themselves. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic week. I fucking love you as always. Be good to yourself, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Bye.